What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our squad episode number 80. And this is what it's come to, guys. I'm just at home by myself. It's tough out there, but new R Squad episode for you. We're continuing the James devotional series that we've been in for the past few weeks, and this week we're on James chapter 4. So my recommendation would be, if you haven't watched James 1, 2, and 3, check them out on the YouTube page or on Instagram. They're gonna help make chapter 4 make a lot more sense. So without further ado, in the first couple of verses, James kind of continues the theme of, really at the end of the day, people are just selfish, right? I'm a selfish person. And he's talking about all these just stupid, unnecessary fights and quarrels and arguments and disagreements that happen because I want my way and you want your way and they want their way. And because we can never agree on what really is the best thing for us to move forward, we all just fight and argue and bicker until we get our way. And James is like, guys, this is not healthy. He's like, the reason you do bad things, the reason some people murder, the reason some people covet and envy and are jealous of what people have is because they're selfish. They want the life that other people have. They want the stuff that other people have. Instead of us looking to God to ask Him for the things that we desire, the things that we want and need, we try to take matters into our own hands to be in control of every outcome in our life. I'm guilty of that. And God's like, you just need to understand the reason you don't have some of these things is because you've never humbly asked me for the things that you want and the things that you desire. You always try to take control of situations, and when we do that, we don't allow God to do what He does best. Scripture says that God opposes the proud. God opposes arrogant people. God opposes people who always try to be in control. Because in doing that, they remove God from the situation. They are their own God. But on the other side of that, God gives grace to the humble. And that's kind of been a recurring theme over the last 4 chapters of Scripture. Removing the selfishness that's within us, identifying it, and removing it, and understanding that God desires to give grace to the humble and the quiet. And then we've got in verse 8, really the promise of Scripture that I want to highlight and talk about for a little bit today, which says, draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. This is a recurring theme throughout all of Scripture. The Old Testament says that when we seek God with our whole heart, we will find Him. And this is such a simple but powerful promise that I think can be helpful for you right now, which is that it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. Doesn't matter what you did yesterday or this morning. Draw near to God, and He'll draw near to you. Reach out to God, and He'll reach out to you. I don't know about you, but over the past couple weeks, I am feeling distant from people. I haven't really been able to hang out with a lot of people or friends. Haven't really been able to see my family other than on a screen. I'm distant from others. But I believe that the best time for me to draw near to God is when I'm alone. And He promises in return to draw near to me. So why would I want to draw near to God? Well, let's read this last section right here. At the end of James 4, the title is Warning About Self-Confidence, or sometimes it says Warning About Boasting About Tomorrow. It says, look here, you who say, today or tomorrow we are going to a certain town and will stay there a year. We will do business there and make profit. Basically, he's saying, like, the people who try to set up their own plans. Oh, we're going to go do this, and then we're going to do that, and then I've planned for us to do that, and then we're going to do this. How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like the morning fog. It is here a little while and then it's gone. What you ought to say is, if the Lord wants us to, we will live and do this or that. Otherwise, you are boasting about your own pretentious plans, and all such boasting is evil. I think we have made an idol out of our individual freedom in culture today and said that no matter what, I get to do me. I make my own plans. No one can stop me. I'm in control of my own life. And that's what James is addressing right here. People who said, doesn't matter what you tell me, I do my own thing. I go here, I sell this, I make that money, I run this business, I go on this vacation, I do this, and I just do me. None of that is wrong. The problem is that we place so much confidence in us and our plans, we don't even know what God has planned, as our story is a part of God's bigger story. How ironic that at the beginning of the year, it was 2020, we got vision, we got clarity, we got ideas, we got inspiration, motivation. It's a new year, it's a new decade, let's get it, let's go. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you can't stop me, I'm climbing to the top. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of all of that, God's like, hold on a second. We're so caught up in ourselves. We're so caught up in our plans. We're so caught up in the self-confidence that we have. That is our idol. And it's the same problem today as it was back then when James wrote this scripture. What's the point? The point is, if there's one thing that I've learned and that I hope you learn and that we're all learning as a whole throughout the past month, is that we're not in control. We're not in control of what's going on in the world. And it's the realization that not only are we not in control right now, but we were never in control in the first place. The more I rely on myself, the more fearful I will be when things are out of my control. And when we come to this realization, it should be the most amazing thing ever, because it frees us from the stress and the pressure of trying to predict and control and plan outcomes. And it also allows us to see more clearly the one who is in control of all things. And it should draw us closer to him so that we can find confidence and hope and peace in the one who is in control. And so that's how all of these things are connected. I want to draw near to God because he is going to draw near to me and comfort me as he reveals his promises and reminds me that he is in control of all things, that his ways are so much greater than my ways. And something that's so hard is that right now, maybe you're just trying to regain control. Maybe you're just trying to fix the problem. You're trying to identify problems and find solutions. But maybe right now, God doesn't want you to fix any problems to try to regain control of anything in your life. Maybe he's trying to teach you something so much greater. And it's not trying to control the world or the outcomes or other people, but it is taking control of one really important decision that you have during this season, and that is the decision to draw near to God and resting in the promise that we know to be true from his word and from his past faithfulness, which is that when we draw near to God, he draws near to us. When we seek him with everything that we have, he promises that we will find him. Wow, it's a good video. Thanks for watching. Here's some more videos you could watch. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash that thing on your computer, and stay connected to all things R Squad with the TV guide. We've updated it, changed a few times around so that we can reach even more students. We love you guys. We'll see you next time.